everyone in chat. Thank you so much for your patience. I think that you've waited long enough. And so I'm very delighted to reveal my two guests. They are, of course, Mr. KennyS and Mr. S1mple. We can already see that I've got some random thing on the screen right now. Boys, how are you doing? Are you good? Sasha, are you good?
Great, yeah.
Yeah? Good. I'm now trying
Welcome,
to work...
everyone.
I'm now trying to work out why the hell I've got something random on my screen, but it seems to have disappeared. So I think we're good to go. We're good to go. S1mple, first things first. What are you drinking?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Always coffee.
Always coffee. Is it an iced coffee or a hot coffee?
It's normal one.
It's
something in middle of ice and cold.
What does normal mean?
It's a coffee that has been here for too long.
Yeah. Not too long, but yeah.
Okay. Kenny, why can't French people make good coffee?
Well, my coffee are really great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Whenever I go to Paris, which is
You
not
should go
often
to
anymore,
Paris.
it's
Yeah,
really
you should go to
bad.
Paris. Well, yeah, I mean, it doesn't worth the price, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a coffee person, you know. I just drink coffee in terms when it's like really needed. When I'm really tired and I have to stay awake for a long time. But I actually prefer to drink Red Bull.
Okay. Oh, I wonder why that is, Kenny. Could it be anything to do with the fact that they're your sponsor?
No, the drink is tasty and it makes you awake.
Okay, it's just because S1mple, I noticed that you've got a different energy drink that you prefer.
Yeah, of course.
But right now you're drinking the coffee, because I have seen you drinking that coffee with a straw before.
Yeah, I don't remember that Red Bull helped me to stay awake, so that's why I usually use Monster.
But you're gonna put us in trouble, Frankie.
You know what? I do want to ask, how are things in quarantine, Kenny? How are you doing?
Well, you know, my life in quarantine is not so much different because when we travel a lot, I really like to stay home when we have the opportunity to stay home. But I miss people actually. I miss my friends, I miss my family. So the lockdown is pretty fun. I mean, nothing really annoying for me, but yeah, not seeing people is annoying me a bit.
And you're not living on your own though. You've got company.
No, I do have company. I have my girlfriend with me.
Well, that's quite nice. Did you already
And
live
my
together? Or did you move her in when you knew you would be on your own?
No,
otherwise?
it was before. It was before already.
Okay. And are you a good housemate?
Yeah, so far it's so good. Depend of the days, but most of the days are fine.
If I asked her, would she say that you're good to live with?
Oof. No, I think she's proud of me. I think I'm doing a lot of good stuff. I'm sometimes lazy, a lot of times, but you gotta do things, you know, in house, otherwise it gets all messy, and we don't want us to get messy. You know?
I play Counter-Strike on my stream. I play Counter-Strike, and my boyfriend does things with the house, so sometimes you just hear him soaring in the background. S1mple, I've neglected you long enough. How are you doing? Cat cup and straws aside.
I'm always good, yeah.
Yeah.
Just ready for good talk.
Finally,
we have some time.
It's exciting. The other thing I'm kind of sad about is there's no Christmas tree in your background anymore.
Not anymore, yeah. Of course, yeah.
When did this go?
I don't know, just finally decide to change something.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm sad there's no replacement for the tree. For anyone in chat, who, if you watch S1mple stream, you'll be aware that he had a Christmas tree in his room for, I think probably until a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Okay. And was it you that moved it, or was it someone else?
Sorry?
Somebody's being paid for that.
You got someone in. What's the so you're in Kiev at the moment, S1mple. What's quarantine like there?
It's okay. I mean, it's everyone stays home, so a bit boring, but as everyone need to do. But I'm fine with it. I find more time to play some different games, to stream more. So yeah,
and
just enjoying time while we are at home.
It's like you knew I was going to ask you about some of those games, S1mple, because I've seen you streaming some Valorant. I tuned into the stream. I saw you were playing Jet, which I quite enjoyed. I'm a Jet main myself, but that is because I say main. I've played it a few times, but the reason I like Jet is because her abilities don't get in the way of actually firing a gun, whereas some of the others, I'm trying to do abilities and I'm just like laying down poison and then getting shot in the head.
Yeah, and when you play with Jet, you're always faster than your opponent, especially when you play with sniper with op. So you get more entry skills with this person. Yeah.
So because you're able to take long range fights, because you've got the AWP, or because you're really good with any weapon at long range, especially the pistols in Valorant, it seems like, you don't find the dash ability annoying because her gun takes so long to get out after her dash that I just end up getting shot in the face when I play her.
I mean, I don't know all abilities of hero. I mean the ultimate. So you're saying about the dash with one shot?
With Jet, the dash. So let's not get me started on her knives. That's the worst ult in the game. I can't use it. I've got one knife kill on stream, one off, so 2. I've killed people with her ult twice.
You need to aim. You need to aim good, you know. Yeah, that's how it works. I know.
I love that you can school me in Counter-Strike and Valorant. Kenny, you've played it a bit, right?
I played, pretty much like Sasha. I play many video games recently, including Valorant, obviously.
And what do you think of Valorant, Kenny?
Well, so far I played 4 games, and I played only against people that were not playing that good, but I think the game is pretty fun. I've been watching a lot of Sasha's stream as well. Yeah, I think the game is pretty fun, to be honest. I like it. I think mechanically it's a bit too easy, but when you master the abilities, which is definitely not the case with me, I think the game gets a bit more interesting than just aiming and that kind of stuff. Because yeah, once again, I think aiming is really easy. Like I didn't lose any duel so far, so it's just
like
super
it's
easy.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, so except that for us, like CS, we have the recoil, we have to master weapons and the recoil as well, the spray and that kind of things. And when you take like Vandal on on Valorant, it just goes like straight away. So you just have to put your crosshair on the head, and that's something we do pretty well on CS.
So for anyone in chat who hasn't played Valorant yet, the Vandal is essentially their equivalent of the AK, but the recoil pattern, as the guys have mentioned, is a bit simpler. It's kind of less to the left, I guess. That's my real I don't know if I can say biatch on stream, but I'm going to say it's my basic way of trying to describe that gun. Did you find the ADS was just a good thing to have on a gun like the Vandal?
What's the ADS?
So aim down sights. So on certain guns, I can't remember the name of their sort of M4 equivalent. Was it Guardian? I think no, that's a different one, maybe. But
Phantom, they have. I don't know.
Yes, Phantom? Yeah, maybe that. They've got an ADS on it, and I started right clicking it because I'm one of those terrible people that uses the create.
Crosshair you have?
Yeah, exactly. So aim down sight. Sorry, I should say.
Yeah.
But you're a Counter-Strike purist, so like I guess you aim down a scope rather than a sight.
Yeah, you play CS and then you use the ADS and you play Call of Duty. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. For you, S1mple, did you use the ADS much when playing Valorant?
Could I use ADS?
ADS. Did you right click?
The crosshair on the right click on the rifle on Valorant.
What is that?
This is one of the most bizarre conversations I've ever had in my life, trying to talk about ADS Counter-Strike players, so it's fine. I get the hint, boys, and everyone in Chit's chat.
What's that? Just explain me what's that.
Yeah,
you know when you right-click in Valorant, if you're not playing an AWP or a pistol, you get an ADS, iron sights. You've played... I'm going to give away... I'm going to give away quiz question answers later.
I know he used it, he just doesn't know what is it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Me neither, I used it, I didn't know what it was.
So yeah, I like it. I probably like it.
Okay, I'm so sorry. It's fine. We're not necessarily here to talk about Valorant. It's fine. But before we start going into the features of the show, so I'm going to talk about music. We're going to quiz you on each other and how well you know each other. And Twitch chat are going to be able to answer those questions as well for bragging rights. Let's talk about CS and what's going on in the moment. It's an obvious question, but now EPL is over. How did you find that playing a tournament with such a status as EPL affected you when you had to play it online? Kenny?
Well, I think they did a great job, first of all, putting the tournament online. They've tried their best with the circumstances. Regarding us, the players, I think everybody feel it differently. I haven't played like really a lot online games the past 2 years, except like some qualifiers sometimes. I think it's sometimes hard to focus and not being distracted by what's surrounding you, because you're home, you know, you have access to pretty much everything. So you have to make sure that you put the distraction away. But yeah, I think it's a bit complicated, you know. It doesn't feel like competition, but it's competition, and you celebrate rounds like you would celebrate a round in a tournament, but you're alone in your you're alone in your flat, and you know it's it's a bit weird. It's not the best. I think we prefer the offline events, but regarding the circumstances, I think it was a really great job done by the organization.
But by distractions, are you referring to social media? Do you find it hard to have your phone with you?
Yeah, I mean, just having your phone next to you, you know, like just seeing light on your phone, you have your eye on your phone, and you just leave your cursor for 1 second. That kind of things can really like change you on the game. So my dog as well, you know, my dog, when she gets in the office, she bites my feet, and that's really annoying. It's a distraction.
I think you might need to shut the dog out of the room next time
That's
you
what I
compete
do.
in a Counter-Strike
That's what I do.
tournament.
But then I have to run after her for 1 hour in the room because she knows what I'm doing, and she knows that I'm trying to take her out. She's really smart.
Did you lose any rounds because of your dog?
I practice a lot, but
Okay.
when official game started, I learned the lesson, you know. I took her out before the official game started.
Okay. And simple for you, do you have a phone outside the room rule?
When I'm playing officials? No, I'm trying to do the same that I do at LAN. So.
And so yeah,
Yes,
the same
everything
question.
what KennyS said, yeah. With
Same-
phone, just
yeah.
trying to turn it off, and yeah, just
And-
if someone watching game, I just don't know, just trying to be more focused, not everyone to mess around.
Did you have to give your teammates any advice on focus? Because I know you're someone who streams a lot, so you're used to playing FPL while you've got a Twitch chat going on and so many distractions. So is that something you advise the rest of your team on?
No, I don't know. My advice just I don't like the second monitor. So when I'm playing and streaming, it's not the same, you know. So I just took the second monitor off because I want to show 100% game, especially on Twitch for streams, you know. So yeah, just focus more on game by just focusing on one thing, you know, and always think only about this.
Okay. Now, Kenny, again, a couple of questions on EPL matters, and then we'll move into talking about more general stuff. Dust 2. Is it still the favorite map of G2?
Well, we lost it a couple of times, right?
3 times.
Yeah.
Out of 4.
Thanks.
Right.
Yeah, so I suppose that the result talk for itself, you know. But it's always like that, you know, like sometimes you're really good on the map, you're trying to focus on other maps, you get super good on other maps, but the map you used to be super good on tend to be weaker than it used to be, and you have to rework again on it. That's the difficult things with CS, that the map pool is constantly something we have to take care of, constantly have to work on it. So yeah, when we practice, we're trying to focus on our objective on the day, on the week, and focus on this objective in order to make us a better teams and better players. And sometimes, yeah, like the objective you're trying to fulfill are not the objective that will make you good on Dust 2, for example.
And
So
yes, sorry.
no, so I was done. I mean, so yeah, the next objective is to be good on Dust 2 again. Maybe we are good on Dust 2 again. You will know soon.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be watching you in Road to Rio, which is coming up,
Yeah.
I think, in less than 2 weeks. And S1mple, you know, I want to ask you about Inferno, of course. The T-sides in the second group stage. Tell me about what was happening there. What kind of conversation did you have with the team about that map?
I don't remember. I don't remember already.
Okay.
Who we lost against?
Okay, so let me just look
Fnatic
at my
maybe,
notes.
yeah?
So
Oh, yeah, the
Fnatic,
Fnatic one,
Astralis,
yeah.
and OG during stage 2, you had T-side issues on.
Oh yeah, against Fnatic, I don't know, we just lost our communication. And sometimes we didn't even know if we took mid control or no on T side at the end. So just some kind of panic was in this game. But yeah, overall, I think after some game, 1 month or 1.5 months when we lost on Inferno, from that time we didn't win single Inferno game. But before that, all Inferno games was very close that we lost, like 16-14 or overtime. I don't know, maybe we gotta work on that for sure.
Well, we're going to move on from talking about EPL because we need to talk about the patch update that just happened. I know there's some people in chat who are really, really keen to find out a bit more about this. So I'm just going to bring it up on screen. We're going to focus, of course, on the weapons. And everyone was waiting for this, really. The Krieg reducing the rate of fire and accuracy to bring the weapons value to be more in line than other rifles. And I also want to focus on the Deagle, of course, the improved accuracy while jumping as well. S1mple, any thoughts on the Krieg nerf? Because it's not like you were a huge user. You didn't need to use it.
It was OP, yeah, but I don't know. I didn't try yet, to be honest. I still need to
play some
try some
Valorant.
weapons. Yeah.
Did you ever get taken down by a Krieg though and curse the fact that it was OP?
I mean, it's hard to repick with open Krieg already holding you, especially on long distance. That's the biggest problem that was against Krieg. So when he scope and when he sit and wait, it's no chance on any distance. So yeah, now it's gonna be, I think, more better for all players.
But it's the rate of fire that's been reduced, and I think well we just saw it right there. The accuracy as well. I had a bit of a play with it today. It feels a bit, I guess, almost like muddy. Is the only way I could think to describe it, or sluggish would be a word I would use. Sorry, I know that's a very British way to describe something, but you could still one tap with it.
I would say if Valve nerfs something, you shouldn't play this 100%. So now just play AK and don't even try SG.
Yeah.
No, never pick up AJ ever again.
Yeah, it's no point. I mean,
you never did you even play it during an official match, Kenny? The Krieg.
I don't know, if you check a national tier, I might have 1 or 2 kills when I pick it up on bodies. But no, I never actually played with the gun. Yeah, because I'm really like, obviously I like AWP, but I also really like playing AK. I think it's really satisfying to play with AK. It's really a lot of fun. Yeah, I didn't have like much respect for the Krieg anyway, because I was among the ones who were cursing it when I was getting killed by a Krieg. So no, I didn't use it.
Do you think then that your results are going to rise in line with the Krieg going down?
Well, as Sasha said, I think it's really good for Opus because I tend to say that it got like easier to repick an AWP than repicking a Krieg, which is not normal in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's a good thing that it's got nerf. Really good thing. I think we are also a team that is not really impacted by it. Because except Amanek, we didn't have like much players liking it.
And S1mple, we know you like a dig. You're already a dig master. Did the Deagle even need a buff?
I don't understand. It's like in better way, right? They increase Deagle.
A buff.
Yeah, a buff. So they've increased the accuracy on jumping. So I guess if you jump and take a shot with it, I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, I saw some highlights, but I'm not sure that you always can do it or Tell me, guys. You tried already.
Yeah, I think it's too inaccurate to even try it. And if you wanna try to jump with your digger in the professional game, you're gonna get
Yeah.
headshot anyway. So
Yeah. It's maybe on some forces some people will try, or in some
it's
kind
it's
of
something
situation.
it's something in matchmatching to do highlights, I think, but
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like something you can rely on.
I was trying to think of any pro players that would use a jumping deagle for a shot, like jump with a dig for just for a laugh.
Maybe some round boost sync on Eco. Something like this. I don't know.
It's situations, yeah. Like A site on Dust 2, you can jump from CT and
cap.
try to kill the guy with who's planting the bomb or something, but yeah, it's really situational.
Okay.
And yeah.
So in other words, we don't really think anything of the dig change.
No, I don't think it's such a big deal. If it gets overpowered anyway, they will change it. Hopefully they won't take 1 year like they did with the Krieg, but
Well, earlier on today, I did ask people on the social medias what they thought of the Krieg update. Some people saying, I feel Gijon said, I feel the nerfed Krieg still works. Going for the one taps is fun and it's not completely useless, but not worth it when we look at the price. I was waiting for the Krieg nerf, but the weapon has become too awful now. They should have reduced armor penetration, not the rate of fire. I think they went a little overkill, but now it's back to AK and only AK, says Olaf. And G2 Darko Plaque says, I'm bad, so nay, but I watch more esports than I play, so kind of yay for the pros. And people who think this nerf was reasonable just wanted it removed from the game. Zero interest in actual balance. I think that last one seems a bit odd, that they have no interest in actual balance when that seems like that was the whole point of changing the Krieg. You guys weren't too affected by the org nerf though. So for you, this, as we've already established, it's not going to affect you guys too much. But for people online, I also did a Twitter poll and 76.7% said, finally, yes, the Krieg is nerfed, to 23.3% who are all sad. So they're obviously fellow silvers like me. Now, guys in Twitch chat, I know you've asked some questions and we've also had some questions on Twitch as well. So if you would like to have your say, or if you'd like to ask the guys anything, then you absolutely can. Just get your questions into Twitch chat and the lovely guys from Blast will pick those up. And I've also got some questions from Twitter that we're going to ask as well. But before we do, I promised we talk about something that was a little bit less Valorant, EPL. And so we're going to talk about Kenny's music taste. Because, I mean, maybe you like talking about Valorant and EPL, but I really want to talk about Kenny's taste in music because he has sent us some of his tracks. For those of you who haven't seen the show before, I should have introduced it better. The whole point of the clinic is obviously to hang out with your favorite players and for you guys to feel less isolated. So if you've got something you want to share with us, maybe you want these guys to solve a problem you have, or you've got a question for them, then we want to be here for you. So stick it in Twitch chat. Obviously, we picked up some stuff from Twitter earlier today as well. And I think one thing that most people in this world like is music. So we've been making a quarantine playlist from our guests' recommendations during the last few weeks. And Kenny didn't give me any actual songs, so I picked some. But now he's decided he's going to give me some actual songs. So Kenny, I asked you, I tried to make it easier. I said like 3 tracks, your gym track, your like pre-match hype track, and
yeah, I think,
your wild card, right? And you said basically, I don't go to the gym.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I think pre-game and gym music can be the same, to be honest, because it's to put you in your bubble, you know. But I think when it comes to music, I listen to a lot of things. Obviously, I have my favorite style of music, which is rap. I like to listen a lot to French rap and American rap. I'm also trying to listen to other kind of rap. I listen to Polish rap, Serbian rap, Swedish rap, and that kind of stuff. So I'm really into it. But yeah, music, it's all about my moods, you know. Even the pre-game music can change from the things I listen to another, you know, like my moods are changing and when I feel good, I will listen something more like sunny, more like almost like clubbing music. When I don't necessarily feel good, when I feel depressed, I have other style of music that I like to listen. Like as I said, like it's really like therapeutic, you know.
Do you ever join Hunter in listening to his music? Because he listens to reggaeton. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like Despacito, Daddy Yankee.
I can totally hear him saying that. No, I know the kind of music he likes a lot. It's you know, like Monkey, Dance Sense,
Tones and I, Dance Monkey. That's on the playlist. Yeah.
Like he likes this music a lot.
Yeah.
I know he likes this music a lot. It's cool. I like the style as well, but it's not the kind of music I would listen every day, you know.
Okay. Well, the first track that I thought, before I knew what your songs would be, I thought maybe you'd like Simon Says by Pharaoh Monk. I think that's how you pronounce it. Basically, the way I did this was because you like rap. I just stalked Stunner on Spotify, and I just went, what does Stunner listen to? Because he basically listens to just rap. So, do you know Simon Says? It's quite an old one. It's the one that goes, "Bada, get the out." Simon Says.
I think I might be too young. Too young. I might be too young. You might be too old, Frankie.
Listen. I'm classic. Okay. Some of these songs have come out before I was born.
But like, if you talk to me about classic rap, first of all, I think French rap is much better now than it used to be.
Okay, so give us a French rap song, because I need to ask S1mple about his music. So give us a French rap song, something I can add to the playlist.
Okay, so
S1mple, have a think. Kenny.
I really like the last album of some of the rapper called Maes, Maes.
Okay. Yeah, I find him. Yeah.
If you want something to entertain you with your friends and stuff, you listen to Street. Maes Street.
Okay.
If you want something a bit more aggressive, you have Marco Polo, which is really cool. Then you have the new album of DAUZ, which is also a French rapper. That is really good.
Okay, I wanted one song.
Okay,
now think about your pre-match song while I talk to S1mple, because everyone in chat's calling me a boomer. So, S1mple, are you a rapper or into rap?
Yeah, I just listen rap songs.
Like what kind of stuff? Like
I don't know.
Do you go to the gym like Kenny does not?
No, but still, the music for gym is still when you warm up before games in CS.
Okay. Would you listen to French rap?
I mean, I had some songs. Yeah.
PNL. You know PNL? Everybody knows PNL.
No. I don't know like the name of
any of the songs you listen to.
Huh?
What about any of the songs you listen to, S1mple?
I need to find it. I don't remember the name of the singer, but still.
Okay.
But yeah, for me, from people that are actually English speaking, US rap is also really versatile. Old school rap like Tupac, you have Chief Keef, you have a lot of things that I like in old school rap, and yeah.
Well, your pre-match track, I wanted to recommend you Life by Saba, which is a track that actually references Tupac multiple times. So I feel like I'm on the case. It's like a mid-tempo, quite a dark song. I think most of Saba's stuff is...
You would be right with Tupac anyway. Like, you cannot be wrong with Tupac.
Okay, give us a track then. Give us track number 2, Kenny.
Track number 2? Okay, track number 2. I like Chief Keef. Chief Keef.
Oh yeah, Shift Key.
Yeah.
Okay.
Earned It. Earned It is pretty cool.
Okay.
I like it. It's one of my. It's on my playlist. It's pretty. It's not like super new, but it's on my playlist.
Okay. I'm trying to find it. Shift Key. Earned It.
CHIEF.
Space Shift Key.
K-E.
I thought you meant Shift Key is in walking in CS.
No.
Oh my god! What's the song?
Earned It.
I'm so sorry. I don't know anything. Oh, he's got a song called Thotty Party. I'm sorry. I can't have it. Okay.
I also like to. Yeah.
Okay, real quick before we move on, like my final track for you. You mentioned XXX Tentacion
It's
as your
an
like wild
artist.
card.
Yeah, it's an artist that I listened to when I was at the lowest, you know, in my life when I was super like depressed, you know, and yeah, like the music, the lyrics, and that was talking to me, you know. So when you're sad and you listen to music and you know that someone is going through the same thing or went through the same thing, it just makes you feel better, even though the music itself is super sad, you know.
So what was the song that helped you through heartbreak?
So I had obviously Sad, Moonlight, the classics. I had Remedy for Broken Hearts. I had Jocelyn Flores. The whole album, to be honest, that is called I
Bad
don't know
Vibes Forever?
No, that's not
Oh,
this
that's
one. It's the one with
posthumous.
the
That was
question
after he
mark.
died. Okay.
That one, yeah, the question mark, pretty much.
Got ya. Okay. I
Yeah,
don't
the
even
whole
speak
album is really
Spanish,
good.
lol.
Yeah, this song is amazing, you know? Super good.
Hey,
Numb is the best of the album. You should listen to Numb.
this I like Numb by Linkin Park.
Yeah, well, that's Numb, but not from Linkin Park. And the Numb from Linkin Park is a classic song.
It is.
And in my opinion, the Numb from XXXTentacion is also like a classic one.
You like Linkin Park, okay, boomer. Okay, right. We're gonna go. Unless Simple's got anything he'd like to add to the playlist,
Boomer.
we're gonna get onto the quiz. This is basically where we find out how well you know each other. This is a big ask. You've never been on the same team, but you've been playing in the same scene for a really long time. That almost sounded like a rap. Have you spent a bit of time together? Like once the competition's done, you might be seen having a drink together. Is that right, Simple? Occasionally.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes.
Parfois.
Last year, I think we talked more than ever before.
Yeah, that's true. He invited me to get a drink in Odense 2 years ago. I was alone. I was outside and he was there, and they invited me to get a drink. He obviously paid for it. Thank you. But yeah, that was actually really, really cool attention. And then yeah, afterwards we just tried to talk more because I think we get along really well. Also, we know each other for a really long time. I think might be one of the first guy that I remember him when he was playing on Courage, you know?
Yeah, that was first Star Series.
Yeah, I played against him at Inferno, I remember, and I remember having an op on Mexico, and he picked me with Deagle.
Were you annoyed about that, Kenny? Because you still remember it, so it makes me think that you are.
No. It's just that he added me on Steam afterwards, so that's why I remember.
Did you
Yeah.
accept?
We talked a bit.
It's
not yeah,
not a lot of pro players that I add first, you know. So Kenny was one of them.
Simple, why did you want to add Kenny?
Well, I don't know. That time I was watching all his games because I just came to the scene. Just everything was new. It was so many great highlights that I just saw, but I couldn't even like imagine that I will play competitive, you know. But at the same time, he played competitive already, and it was just enjoyable to watch because you just want to get to this level and
And now I'm watching Simple demos.
Yeah, but still, it's always changing, you know.
Yeah. So Kenny was an inspiration in a way for you, Simple.
I think it's for everyone who is trying to be the great opera. I mean, when you become opera, you just need to know how any opera play, and when you're in scene for so long time, you know how this player gonna play, or you don't know, but you expect most of the time how he gonna pick here or here, or in what timing, or does he like to do boost here or here, you know. So it's just a bit more. You just do a bit easier for yourself with this whole experience. Just experience, yeah.
Do you still watch each other's demos? S1mple, do you ever watch
Yeah.
Kenny?
Of course, man.
Yeah. And
I
is-
need to
I
know.
watched it,
We need to
I-
know what we do and how we try to do this open kills, and just we need to save our teammates first of all.
In terms of AWPers then, you guys clearly respect each other. Are there any other AWPers out there that you think are in your league in terms of being the best, Kenny?
I tend to respect the AWPers that have literally the opposite game style of me, because that's not like my natural talent to play like them, you know. So I'm like, I respect the fact that they do different than me. That I'm not that as good as them as doing it, you know. Like for example, Device is really good at positioning. He's really good at playing passive, at doing like basically doing the best decisions, you know. So yeah, I tend to watch other AWPers, especially when they have a different game style than me, because nowadays in CS, like it's impossible for you to be only aggressive or be only passive. You know, you gotta be a more complete player, more complete AWPer, and making sure that you will fit any situation, and making sure that your team around you is feeling comfortable enough to support you if you want to be aggressive, and to be in the right position for you to feel comfortable when you pass situation. So yeah, that's interesting for me to watch those players, because once again, like what I like the most, my game style is to be aggressive and to repick, to be just like faster than my opponent, a bit like Sasha, you know. But yeah, Device is not like us. Is a bit different. So according to what I want and what I need in my objective, as I was talking earlier, I am gonna watch different AWPers.
S1mple. So Kenny's saying Device. I know you would say Device as well. Who else would you say? One more name? Or is it just top three?
There's many operas that can. I mean, there's different operas, and most of them can easily hit the shot.
Who
But
would you add on
some of
Steam? Who would you add on Steam, S1mple?
who to our team, yeah, to me, KennyS and Device.
So I want an
Okay.
AWPer that you would is worthy of being added on Steam by you, because there are loads of AWPers who can hit their shots.
Man,
as you
long
say.
time ago it was Oscar. It was
Just
long
go,
time
yeah.
ago. Not long time ago, but when he played in Mouse Sports and with Sunny together on drops. I mean, he was one of the most annoying. And from my whole career, this guy was always sometimes destroying me at LAN in the most important matches, because he's like he's confident because he is very ice person, you know. He's very calm, and because of this, he's just very confident in his skills, and he's very smart. So yeah, when he practiced all the time back a few years ago, yeah. But right now, it's hard. Yeah, Device is good, very good with positioning, but I would say like the real one. Oh, I need to think. Maybe Voxic, but still, I think sometimes he's not playing in his game. It just looks like. But like the operas that can really annoy, especially in games, I don't know. It's just let me check. Maybe I forgot.
Let's go. HLTV.
Yeah, SL TV. Yeah.
We spring up.
Are you literally looking at HLTV right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Right.
Fnatic, there's no real opera. Voxic not that annoying. KennyS annoying. Liquid.
Nitro, Overpass.
Nitro on Overpass
Nitro,
is really good.
yeah,
Nitro has
yeah.
been annoying to me a couple of times.
He's
Because
like when Liquid plays really good in this structure, Nitro on his individual skill, he can hit all his
yeah,
good shots from different position. He can
Brocky's-
move really fast as well.
Yeah.
and
Brocky's
he
playing
also
T
has
for
really
FaZe
strong
now.
positions. Yeah.
Brocky, I think not enough experience yet, but still sometimes he's hit it. Maybe it's Circu, yeah.
Yeah, Sark is
When
good.
they're
Sark is
when his team on point, he's hitting good shots and wins clutches like 2-on-4, especially with up.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So in a case of someone like Cirque and Woxic, it might be a case of consistency.
Yeah, just I think a bit more time.
Cool. Well, we'll probably have some more questions about AWPs later on because I know that there are going to be people in Twitch chat right now. People are saying JW roasted. I don't think of JW as exclusively an AWPer.
No,
The man
GW
is a
is
content machine.
GW
he's-
is a really good opera. He's a really, really good opera, and I think he's okay. The thing with operas is that it's a dedicated thing, and I don't think Sasha said GW because GW doesn't seem like dedicated to op, you know.
Yeah, he's
And
hybrid player. He
Yeah.
always changes his weapons all the time.
I think he's really good to have in the team, and you know what's funny with Oppo is that they tend to be a bit individualist, even though nowadays you gotta be as once again more complete and stuff. But I think like if you ask me to drop up to another player in a team, will probably not accept it. GW in the other hand, he doesn't care. You know, he does everything he has to do, and that's a really big strength he has, and a really big strength for Fnatic.
Someone called the charming name Pika Noob says in block capitals, Boomer Frankie ask about Zywoo. Because
Huh?
neither of you guys mentioned none of you guys mentioned Zywoo. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
'cause
a hybrid, I guess.
I forgot that their team not in top 9, the ones that I looked. Yeah, Zyvo as well, but he's more aggressive player. Yeah, I forgot actually.
Yeah, but Zawo as well is a really really good player all rounded. You know, like he's really good with AK. He's really good with like you know he's a really good opera obviously, but yeah, it's not the first thing that comes up in our mind because it's I don't know. I didn't play him enough to call him annoying. You know. But for example, if you want another name, I could say Gratisfaction as well. You know, Gratisfaction has been quite annoying sometimes when Fifth is a really annoying team to play. But I didn't say Zywoo because I didn't play Vitaichi enough to say that Zywoo is an annoying player to play against, you know.
And Simple's played against him, and he didn't say Zywoo.
I think everything depends on the team right now. Always everything depends on the team. When teams play better, the opera feels much better.
Obviously, yeah.
Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna pause Zywoo. He's so young. He'll get there.
He's really good. Everybody knows that. No worries.
Exactly. It goes without saying. Okay, so let's get on to the quiz about how well you guys know each other. As we've established, you've watched each other's demos, you've had drinks together. So S1mple, it's your turn to play first. Hopefully we might have the quiz extension that's enabled in Twitch right now. So if you are in Twitch chat and you want to play along, hover your mouse over the screen and basically in this part of my hair, you'll see a little box and you click on that and that is the quiz kit extension and that's how you can play along with us, okay? So basically enter your name and we'll be able to show a scoreboard. Yeah, my hair comes in useful, guys. I can hide food in it and Twitch chat extensions. So, S1mple, do you feel confident you can get these questions right about Kenny?
First of all, don't type each other's name on Google, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how many seconds you have to answer, but I will say to people in Twitch chat, you get more points by answering quickly. So in other words, if you Google, you're not going to get enough points to win. So in other words, sucks to be you. Just guess, for God's sake.
What kind of question is it?
These are questions about each other.
Is it about CS?
No. It's about
Oh,
CS
man.
players. These are questions
Okay.
about each other. So I'm going to
No,
ask questions.
I'm talking. Is it question about KennyS in CS or
Oh,
outside
right.
of CS?
Oh, in CS. There'll be some, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's easy then.
Okay. Yeah, it's not a cheat. There was a questionnaire you filled in. Kenny filled in a questionnaire and I wrote some questions from it. S1mple. Okay, so this is question number 1. How old was Kenny when he first played Counter-Strike?
Oh my god.
Was he 4, 6, or 8? All right, Twitch chat. Answer.
I should answer as well, right?
Yeah. Give us your
4.
calculations.
Let's say 4. 4.
And
4.
why are you saying 4?
I don't know, because I start at 4 as well, I think. So maybe I'm right.
My boy.
Easy. That's not very easy.
And I'm watching chat right now, and quite a lot of people are saying A, but there's quite a few people in chat, so it's moving
No,
fast.
8.
A lot
I
of-
won my. At 8, I had my first PC. My PC, my own.
So whose PC were you playing on at 4?
My brother one.
Okay.
But
It's your older brother.
Yeah.
What
I was
does
seeing
he
his PC a
do?
lot. What is he doing now?
Yeah.
He's working with me.
Does he work for G2 or for you?
No, not for G2, for me.
What does he do for you?
A lot of annoying stuff that I don't want to do.
Like keeping your dog out your room when you're playing in EPL?
No, it's it's a tough question you're asking me now. He's taking care of my money that I get throughout my career. He's taking care of negotiating stuff, and yeah, that kind of things.
He's an agent, stroke mum.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. We could all do with one of those, to be fair. So hopefully you guys in chat, you got that answer right. If you didn't, never mind. You've still got some answers to redeem yourself with. So simple. Question number 2 about Kenny. What was Kenny's first in-game name? Was it Bruce, sorry, there's no accent on the end.
Oh, that's
or
hard.
Razel.
No way,
This one,
Razel.
this one I don't know.
Okay, well,
Right.
taking
If
what
I-
we call an educated guess. Talk through your options, simple. Work it out.
Can you show more?
I can show
I
them
don't
again.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Arbust, Bruce, or Rezil.
Okay, let's B, the Bruce.
You're saying Bruce. Do you know what those words mean?
No.
Okay. Kenny, do you want to explain the?
Bruce?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
What
myself.
was the first? So the first word. I always use Google Translate. What was the first word?
Oh,
Arbust.
arbust. It's a small tree.
It's a shrub.
It's a baby tree.
Because you're
So it's the first one? That's where it's A?
No. Well, first of all, I needed to remind myself what was my first nickname. So no way he knows, but that was the C.
It was C.
You know, like
What even? How do you say that name?
Raziel.
Raziel. Okay, because the first word meant small tree, which in the UK is a shrub, and Kenny, your second name is shrub, and then
Shrub.
yes, shrub, and then the second word I tried to say
Ah,
bush,
yeah.
so I was gonna call you Gros Homme de Bruce, big bushman.
Yeah, someone told me that shrub means arbust. I know it.
There you go. You spent so. Are you in Malta at the moment? You spent too
No,
long away from
I'm in
France.
I'm in France now. I'm back in France. I have my flat in France. I live in Aix-en-Provence. It's close to Marseille.
I say yes. They make
Yeah.
soap.
They make soap, yeah, and we have good weather as well. And like you, Frankie.
Je suis très triste maintenant.
You live in the UK, it is what it is.
It's not fair. Okay, question number 3. I hope you're all good in chat and you're getting the answers right. We've got question number 3 for you now. Which of these names would Kenny not consider a great in-game name? Young,
Oh,
Disco Doplan, or Pimp? These are all genuinely Counter-Strike players.
I think you answered somewhere, right, Kenny? I
Huh?
remember this. You answered in some interview, maybe. Yeah?
Did I? I don't know, to be honest.
Kenny,
But if I can
yeah.
give you a hint.
No hints. No hints.
I gave him a hint.
This is
All
competition.
of those 3 nicknames are ugly to me.
Okay, the answer is B. I think it's Disco Doppler. I think he said Disco Doppler.
Disco Doplan from Team Smash, you're saying. Kenny just winced. He wants you to do well because you're not, because the answer was not Disco Doplan. It was not
It could have
Pimp
been.
either.
It could have been Disco Doplan, to be
I
honest.
never heard of him before today, and I found it and I went,
You know, he
brilliant.
played Fnatic and I did
I'm a
some good shit.
boomer, okay? I've only just learned how to use a computer.
Yeah, if you are a boomer, you know you will know Disco Doplan.
Yeah, I should. Overwatch player, no. But Kenny, your answer was actually a player who
Samdaya.
really was looked at for Navi, I believe, before Perfecto was picked up. Was Young.
No.
Yeah, it was
No, he
some
wasn't.
young, yeah.
He wasn't. It was was it someone else from Team Spirit?
Jerry, I think. No?
You ask me?
We're asking you.
Before Perfecto, right?
Yeah.
It was Fleet.
It was Flit from
Yeah.
Floors, yeah? Okay. So you've never looked at Some Die Young?
I mean, our coach, he watched the 100 demos of every player that was maybe in our roster, you know. So he know about him, everything, but not me. No,
Okay.
I didn't want anyone, you know.
You just want to play
You wanted
four.
to play as 4 men and a
Yeah,
bot.
yeah. Just imagine.
To be fair, I could actually imagine you winning some matches with a bot.
I think you could do a lot of strategies with 4 and bot.
With
You
4
could
and
just
bot.
put him somewhere
Yeah.
and just rush to find some crazy entries.
Would you make your bot stay in spawn, or would you let it
Yeah.
go and get info by dying? What's your preference?
No, stay in spawn.
Stay
Not in
spawn.
spawn, but somewhere on site where
Okay.
they mostly not gonna die
Okay.
first
So
minute. 30
send Boom
seconds.
Mitch on entry, and then if he dies, he becomes bot. He's the Boom bot.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm gonna start assisting Blade sometime. Never. Okay. Hope you're still with us, Twitch chat, and you are answering those questions. It's time for question number 4. I should have been keeping count of how many you got right. S1mple. Whoops.
You got 2 right, 2 right.
Thank you, Kenny. Okay, here we go. Question 4. How does Kenny describe his first impressions of S1mple? A, bad, then worse, then great. B, good, then pretty bad, then really good. C, really good, then really bad, then normal.
Can you show again? Show again.
Yeah, sure.
This is literally what I wrote.
Bad, then
Then worse, then great. Good.
Then pretty bad, then really good. Okay, B. Let's take B.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
guys, in
wait,
chat-
then pretty bad?
Hang on. Okay. Hang on.
Good, then pretty bad, then really good.
Man, then worse, then pretty bad, then really bad. What can be worse? Okay, let's do B again.
Okay, we're saying B. Good, then
I
pretty
got a
bad,
bet on B.
then really good. Twitch chat, I hope you've answered. I can't see what you're all answering, but I can sort of see a lot of people are saying A and a lot of people are saying B. A few weird people are saying C, because obviously not normal. You can't have a normal feeling about S1mple. Kenny, what was it?
It was answer B.
It was B.
First meeting, I liked him. Really respectful, really nice dude. And then he was a bit. I think I wrote it down as well. He was a bit becoming childish, I would say, and provocative. You know. Something happened between him and I, but we talked about it like almost straight away. And then, yeah, really good again, because I think Sasha made a lot of progress. Like, he's a really, really good guy. And everybody know back then that he was a bit more like emotional and saying what he wanted to say. And being honest is really good, but I think now he's more wise, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's sometimes hard for me to explain everything what I want, because all some different words is very hard for me. English words, very hard words, trust me. I'm watching TV series, for example, I'm watching Money Heist. There are some very smart things, but I watch it on English and I never heard this English word. So just imagine what was 5 years ago. When I couldn't even say some sentence, you know. I couldn't even do it now sometimes.
He called me a noob in 2016 in Columbus. He called
I
me a
remember
noob.
something like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where did I call it?
It's not important, but what is important is that we saw you.
No, I remember our talk.
Yeah, we talked, and it was all good. And then after that, I liked him again.
It was literally being called a noob.
Yeah, he called me a noob.
I
S1mple.
actually don't remember why, and maybe it was just a joke. Maybe
Maybe it was just a joke, to be honest, because when I went back in 2016, I was also younger, so you know, like, you don't react the same. Maybe he was joking, but we didn't know each other well enough, you know. And I got everything like, he called me a noob. Oh my god! Well, now he called me a noob. I don't really care, you know. But I know he would not say that today, because yeah, as I said, he's He's a good guy,
Mm.
and we get along as well. So no reason. Or if we could each other a noob, no, I know it's a joke, you know.
S1mple, do you still call people noobs?
Of course, never stop, bro.
Yeah, sometimes when I'm angry.
Oh, in
Or maybe
FPL.
yeah, maybe in FPL, yeah.
I think that's fine. I think that it's funny because you do have a reputation from, say, being 17 S1mple, and you're such a polite, nice person. So
I'm trying.
Yeah, no, I think you're a good boy, S1mple.
Especially in FPL, you know.
Yeah, it's quite hard though when you're playing games, like, and I think anyone in chat can understand, because most people watching right now, they're Counter-Strike players, so, and they're just used to playing matchmaking, maybe some FACEIT or some ESEA. You guys are doing this for a living, so of course everything's on the line for you, and yet us noobs get really upset at the smallest thing. I'll be streaming and I'll be like, "Paint me, you." I'll say stuff I would never say in an interview on camera, or even when I'm not playing video games, and I will still do it. So it's being human.
Yeah, it is.
But do you ever find that reputation still creeps up on you, S1mple?
Still what?
Even though you're different, it feels you're a different person now. Do you ever feel that reputation from being a teenager has still creeps into how people see you now, still affects it?
Oh, I think sometimes I say some things because I'm just becoming mad of same mistakes that goes every time, especially if you're talking about FPL, because usually
Well,
people
what I
see me
mean
mad.
is, Sasha, is
Okay, yeah.
you're what I'm saying is you're a good person, but some people maybe don't realize that because they think of
Oh,
old
it's
S1mple.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't affect you.
Well, as long
No,
as
no, no.
like, I think most of the people like him, you know, like there will always be people that don't like him. There will always be people that don't like.
Yeah, and you just
can't
need
be
to
like
remind
everyone.
yourself. You just need to remind yourself the ways that you did already, and of that way you just understand that all these stupid comments cannot affect you or stop you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you give more and more goals for yourself. You just understand that only you can stop yourself, you know. No other. How can some stupid comment stop person or get you mad, right? But yeah, sometimes trust me, sometimes it's affect me as well. Some social media words I can start to think until I just think and tell myself to stop, you know.
Are you ready for question number 5?
Yeah. I hope this one is better.
This is better, definitely, S1mple. And thank you for your honesty. Which player could Kenny spend his whole life with?
Can you show again?
Of course. Okay, question 5. Was it Existence, Jax, or Scream? See, I can see S1mple's camera,
Yeah,
and I
man,
can see...
it's not Existence. I don't see Shocks here as well. Why there is Existence? Or is it Existence? No. I know it's Jack, of course.
Kenny, why are you cheating? You're giving him hints.
I'm just.
No, I mean
I
I never saw Kenny and Existence together at LAN, just
Okay.
like outside of CS. But I saw with Jack and I think with Shocks most of the time.
Well,
but probably it's Jack Z. No,
yeah.
no.
Bro, I can't say anything.
You
But,
can't.
like, look, when you see me at events, you see me with someone else all the time, and yeah, you know, like I see you a lot with electronic, for example. You know, like
Yeah.
well, I'm spending most of my time with one particular teammate.
Then I was right.
You were right. It is.
Oh
my gosh!
We was preparing for this moment.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
So we'll just have another look at that.
What the fuck did you give that?
So I spoke to the lovely Jax earlier today, and hopefully I haven't broken Twitch terms of service because I tried to hide the nipple in my hair. Promise you, Twitch. So I spoke to Jax earlier today, and I just said, do you have any messages for Kenny? Because he said, like, that, you know, he loves you. And Hunter, when we had him on the clinic as well, was saying really great things about Jax as well. And so Jax sent me the black and white picture of the two of you and just said, he will know what this means. It means love.
Yeah, like this picture means a lot, much more than you think.
Now I want to know where it was taken.
No, well, I don't know.
You don't know where the picture was taken, but it means a lot.
Yeah.
Why do you think you and Jax clicked?
We are the same. I mean, like, there is no way I argue with him, even if we try. We can't. No way we can. We are doing everything together. We are laughing about everything. We are super open-minded. We are a lot of second degree. We make the same jokes. We like the same things. And even the things I don't necessarily like. He's not perfect, obviously, but I like the bad aspects of him as well. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, it's a friendly, how do you say it? You know, like when there is two people like falling in love straight away to each other, you know? Yeah, well, it's a friendly it's a friendly, what you say, coup de foudre in French.
Mm-hmm. Coup de foudre. When did you actually first play together? Because he was in 3D Max for a few years. You were in G2 since 2017, is it? So had you ever played together before he joined G2?
I played one peg against him. I said he was playing like an onliner. But no, before actually playing with him, I didn't know him, you know. And yeah, even the first time I met him was like, I was like, this guy is gonna be my friend forever, you know.
Like, so. Why? What happened when you first met?
No, I can't say it. Literally, I can't tell you that. No, I can't. But it's Jackie, you know, it's Jackie. Jackie is Jackie. He's a super open-minded, so he's always supernatural. You know, he's always supernatural, and even if when he doesn't know people, he's natural with them, which leads them to like him. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing him at the next event that we actually all can go to in person, because I know he's been working on his English, and I'm really excited to get to chat to him on camera finally, because he's so much fun off camera. So fingers crossed. I want Electronic to do interviews as well, but he's too scared to. So yeah. I'm gonna S1mple. Are you ready to find out if Kenny knows you? Because you got, I think you got 3 out of 5 questions right. Was it 3 out of 5? Yeah. 3 out of 5. Not bad. Are you happy with that?
I gave him a point, by the way. Yeah, because earlier you said, what's the score? I said he has 2, but he had 1, but it's okay.
So you got 2.
No, I got 3.
Well, it depends. Is it a competition?
You can get backbanned on the clinic, okay?
Is it a competition or not?
Competition.
Okay, yes, 2 then.
Taking points away from you now, S1mple. I hope you're gonna beat him.
Okay.
It's okay. There would be VOD.
Okay. I mean, originally there was going to be a forfeit with this quiz. The loser has to send a message to a player that's streaming live, but or I have to, which is what happened with when I had to send Nico a voice message. And I told him I loved him in Serbian. That was not my favourite moment of my life. Okay, question number 1 for you, Kenny, about S1mple. Chat, I hope you're ready to answer these questions as well. Question 1. What was the name of S1mple's first team? Was it A, LAN Dodgers, B, Worst Players, or C, Holvany Kit?
B.
B, you're saying, so you're very quick on that one. Why are you saying Worst Players?
I don't know. It means something to me. I don't know why.
Okay. S1mple's just, I like S1mple's poker face. This is interesting.
No, I was just thinking maybe it was other name.
What, Mastercat?
What's
Sorry?
the right answer?
The answer, should I say already?
So hang on a second. Wait, because chat might still be answering, but I think that we're okay for you to answer now.
Yeah, that was LAN Dodgers.
Oh,
So we
bro,
just create nickname. It was
you played in Worst Players, something like that. There
yeah,
was something
it
called
was
Worst Players.
After Liquid.
after Liquid, yeah.
Ah,
They
yeah,
just
so it
yeah,
doesn't. It's not the first team, obviously.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
but LAN Dodgers, it was before my first qualifiers at LAN. It
Well, I
was
thought
ESWC 2013 for finals in Paris.
Oh, I played this event.
2013, I think, yeah,
Yeah.
I can say.
Oh, I really thought Courage was the first time I really met you. Okay.
But Mystic won this tournament.
Yeah, against Video Games.
Yeah.
With Caddy. Cookly.
I like that this walk down memory lane and S1mple got HLTV to help him out. Question number 2 about S1mple. So Kenny and chat, get ready to answer. What does S1mple call his favorite win of his career? Intel Extreme Masters Katowice 2020, sorry Kenny. Bloods Pro Series Copenhagen 2018 or ESL 1 Cologne 2018?
Okay, I would answer like if it was me, because I reached final on Cologne, for example. And I think Cologne might have been maybe his favorite tournament. Wait, was he MVP? Yeah, I don't need to check. He was MVP. But yeah, I would say Cologne. Because I know Cologne, you know, I played in Cologne, I made a final in Cologne, and I know that it's something special, you know.
Yeah. I'm wondering who's already qualified for Cologne. Like, is anyone? Because there's a few teams already qualified, right?
Well,
Road to
Navi,
Cologne.
since you won Katowice, no?
No, I don't know.
I think we don't know yet.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have a quick look right now just to see. Yeah, it's all Road to Cologne. There's 8 Road to Cologne placements, and then there's 8 LAN qualifiers. So yeah, it's not actually decided yet.
Yeah, it's about points maybe again.
How did it feel?
Get more points.
Can you remember then? Obvious question, but like how it felt when you lifted that trophy in Cologne, S1mple?
I was right?
Yeah.
You were right, Kenny. Yeah, it's a cathedral, man.
So yeah, just that was fun because we played against Germany team. Germans. So yeah.
It was big, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I remember my boy
15,000 people.
Smooya. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
It was the worst event of my life, dude.
I was tired of Smooya, always screaming Smooya, man, all the time. And yeah, and even some fans was, you know, doing this boo against our team, you know.
You know what happened to us? We played big in quarterfinal, and we lost overtime first map. We lost 16-1 on the second one, and everybody were like you, like Smooya, and everybody was like, send them home, 16-0, and you know, like the whole stage was shaking underneath my my feet, and yeah, we ran around at the end, so that was cool. Super nice experience.
Is it quite hard to play then when you've got a home crowd, like you're playing against the home team like that? Like for example in Denmark against Astralis. S1mple.
It's, for example, on Cologne it was great feeling when you start winning because you don't hear anyone and you just play like you playing online. Like we played at Katowice. So you just sit and you don't hear any screams. But yeah, but when teams start winning rounds, it's like people create some atmosphere that create panic inside yourself, you know, like everyone is screaming, and especially the whole crowd, like 15,000 people, yeah. In Copenhagen, it was a bit different, I think, because we won once against Astralis, but it was group stage. It wasn't the final, you know. So some other side of people was watching different games because when it was group stage, everyone played like 3 games during 1 hour, you know, 3 games at the same time. And we never beat Astralis in Copenhagen in final. We played against NAP, the ones that we won. So yeah, I would say colon.
How do you feel about coronavirus calling off Blast Premier Moscow?
I think it's bad that tournament organizers need to move everything really fast. I understand it's pretty hard for them, but still, it's only one way, right? For
Yeah.
everyone, so
But
it's okay.
it's still like you have so many fans obviously there. It's your
Well, I
CIS
know
home crowd.
I know there's gonna be a tournament in Moscow after this ends. I'm pretty sure, so they don't need to wait a lot. Everyone stays at home, not only them, you know. So I'm just waiting for a moment when everyone will be free, and just imagine what's gonna happen, you know. Everyone will be so happy.
Oh yeah, first party
Yeah.
after the lockdown. Dude. People will get so.
It's like the victory after war, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine if Cologne, if people are able to go to Cologne this year still, because I still don't know if that's happening or not, and like even if I'm not going to work it, I'd still want to like fly out there and go, just because
Maybe
I
at
want to
least
see it.
I hope at least for major. I hope the major is gonna be.
That's
the
November,
November
yeah.
one.
I think I don't want to jinx it. This is like going to match point and being like, we've won this. I don't want to jinx anything, but at the same time, I feel like you two are going to Rio, and I think it's going to be okay. But right now, it's time for question. Yeah, question. Is it question 2? We've had 2 questions or 1 question. I'm so sorry. I think we've had 2 questions, haven't we? Thank you.
Yeah,
First
3 more.
I am the worst host. I'm sorry, boys. Question number.
I can do it if you want.
Question
I can
number
do it.
3. Which of the following games does S1mple not play? Valorant, Call of Duty, Warzone, or
Right
Rainbow
now, I
Six
actually
Siege?
played. I actually. Sorry.
I play Warzone right now. So you play Warzone, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Warzone is sick, dude. Like it's so fun, so much fun, so relaxed.
It's easy. It's easy question.
Yeah, it's Rainbow Six.
Come on, Blast. You could do better.
It's Rainbow Six, dude.
To be fair, I wrote the questions, so it's my
Yeah,
bad.
but I played Rainbow Six.
Just lost.
I played Rainbow Six a lot before.
But not right
Yeah?
now. How long since
Not
you
right
last
now.
opened it? How long since you last opened Rainbow Six?
I think you play Valorant and Warzone more lately.
Yeah,
more lately
but
than.
It's fine.
after I tried Valorant, I didn't play any game.
So you've given up CS for Valorant? Is that what you're telling us?
No. Soon we have practice, so soon I'm gonna stream FPL. I hope.
No, it's a fun game, but
Yeah.
it's not entirely for CS players, I would say.
Yeah, it's not even full game, so there's no point. Like, there's no matchmaking. The
I
most
think-
fun to get
Yeah.
the rank, you know. I hope there's gonna be like some of League of Legends system.
I think there
With
will
rank.
be. Yeah. I think also people in chat are finally going to stop saying Smooya and start getting excited that you said you're going to stream FPL S1mple. Because I think people have been waiting for you to stream CS again. So they're going to be very excited to hear that. But right now, we need to get on to question number 4. Who out of the following is not one of S1mple's favourite teammates? So that is not a slight on any of these people. It's just that he hasn't been mentioned in an interview as being one of S1mple's favourites.
Jude, I know
No
that
shade.
Man, you just hate Angel, boys. They hate him.
But what was the question again? Because I'm not sure. Like,
Who is not favorite teammate?
okay, all right. I know you were like super friends with Echo, and I know that you friends with Electronic because it's your boy.
Yeah, he's my teammate as well.
Yeah, so I would say Angel. And also Angel kicked you, no?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, Angel, bro.
Well,
Nah, I know him, man.
I'm showing favoritism by giving Kenny really easy question. Oh dear. Okay, I realised after I wrote this quiz, I should have just gone to your HRTV interview from like end of last year or start of this year and just written questions from that. Okay, question number 5. Okay. What did S1mple drink with a straw during an ESL Pro League interview? Was it A, coffee, B, an energy drink, or C, vodka?
Okay. Since ESL is sponsored by Red Bull, it's not an energy drink. It's coffee. Because vodka, bro.
And we got a winner.
Hey!
Yay! How does it feel to lose against Kenny, S1mple?
What kind of question is that? Come on.
Kenny?
I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty easy. Mine were much harder.
It turns
And
Wait,
the
out...
next question
there
is,
is the last one.
and the next question is, what mouse plays simple? Logitech or B or C?
Well, the thing is, the way that the questions worked was I wrote them based on the answers I got in the questionnaires. So,
Yeah.
so in other words, Kenny really wins the victory. Anyway, thank you so much for doing the quiz, guys. Chat, I hope that you did really well. We're going to open the clinic very soon because we are going to take questions from chat very soon. Thank you so much for asking us. I've just been told by Blast Nico's streaming right now, so I can do another voice message to him. No, because no one really won that quiz. I've decided. Instead, we're gonna answer some problems now before we take questions from Twitch chat. So, do you feel like you're wise men?
What are you talking to?
Are you, both of you? Kenny, are you a wise man?
Definitely wiser than I used to be, but I don't think I will ever be super wise, you know?
Okay. Because basically we've got a couple of problems. Each week I go to a different place on the internet where people ask for advice. And just for you guys...
I know a bit of experience in life, yeah.
For you guys, I went to the HLTV forums and I got a couple of problems that people need some help with. And the first one is about anger management. Lately, I've been getting too angry over anything and I don't know what WTF happened to me. I've always been a very chill guy and I didn't give too much. But now it's like I'm a completely different person. WTF. Do you have any tips to have more control over anger? S1mple. Any anger management tips?
I don't understand what kind of problem he has.
He gets angry.
Like anger at everything?
This is a good question. We should go...
But I cannot help him. Go to psychologist.
He's saying everything. He's getting too angry over anything. So I think that means everything. He needs to get back to being chilled.
It's like a day where you're in bad mood, you know? Like in a super bad mood and you want to smash everything you see. But for him, it's every day.
I recommend him just to focus on himself and what's gonna be more productive for himself. Just save your energy.
And drink coffee with a straw.
No, don't drink coffee. I think... I think anger, it's something that a lot of people are... sometimes I have this issue too, you know, like bad day. And I think, as Sasha said, that the only way to fix your issue is with yourself. People can tell you a lot of stuff, people can help you, but nobody will fix things for yourself. It's you and you only. But I think maybe, bro, just watch Netflix, chill a bit, you know? I don't know, like when everything seems to go super bad, just do something that is relaxing, and that's all. And if it doesn't work, go see a therapist. It's not a bad thing, you know.
I would definitely say avoid caffeine as well, just because I think that's the thing that stresses me out. I go and then I realize, oh, I drank coffee today, or I drank quite a bit of coffee, and then I didn't sleep, and then I got too in my head over things. Oh, and I read some bad comments on social media, and then that's probably why I'm angry, or something like that. Solid advice. Okay, this is number 2. Losing at video games turns off ability to feel good. After quitting, I no longer have the ability to feel good for hours or even days sometimes. It's like losing situations frustrates me so much that my brain just shuts off to protect myself because all I feel is just empty nothingness, like the feeling of boredom without the ability to make it go away during that time. So someone who obviously gets very into games and then when they lose, they take it emotionally.
That looks like us losing and feeling bad for a few days because of the loss. but we are also professional, you know. I think you have to take a step back and look at it in a different angle. Like it's at the end of the day, it's just a video game, you know, and everybody is competitor, everybody wants to win, but maybe trying to make it like not such a big deal, because once again, it's just a video game.
How do you make it less of a big deal, Kenny?
That's well, I think I'm impacted by loss for like depends of the loss, but it can be like 1-2 days, and if it's a big one, it can be more days. But I'm just trying to totally disconnect, not necessarily being or thinking about it more than I already do, and just trying to be surrounded by people I like and having fun with them, you know.
S1mple, how do you step back from disappointment?
I don't know if it like if you talk about CS, it's the thing that I do all the time. So I have some future plans, and I understand what I need to improve on and what we need to do. So we have like game plan, you know, for next like half of month with our goals and all of this. And because of that, I just understand that we need to keep working. And if we fail our main plan, our main goal, we can think about changing something. But it's pretty hard if you're just losing in video games to have just fun. I don't know. If it depends on why you don't have this fun. Only because of losing or because of teammates or whatever, you know.
I like that.
But yeah, I'm just I mean, if it's anything where you want to be better, you just need to create some plan and just do some different kind of practice, and at the end you will see if it's worked or no.
Yeah, I think it's important to be patient with yourself, you know, like you have objectives and you aim to fulfill them, but sometimes it's a slow process, you know, and you have to be patient and take like the good in the smallest thing, you know, like just step by step. And if you think this way, losing is not like so impactful because you have objectives, you know. If you don't have objective and you're losing, you will lose your mind.
Well, thank you very much for your advice, guys. It's now time to take some questions from the audience. Now, I believe that some of the messages in Twitch chat, the questions that have already been asked have been gathered by some of the staff. So we're just having a quick look. We got some from Twitter earlier on. This is your time in Twitch chat to ask some questions. I know that lovely Emily from Blast has also been looking at YouTube live as well. So I'm just going to take a quick look at the questions that we got earlier on in the show. So, okay. Well, Syed is coming straight for my job and says, who do you think between you is the best AWPer right now and why? Syed's evil. S1mple.
Yeah, very nice questions.
What the fuck?
It's all right. It's all right. I thought Syed
It's okay,
said
Sasha.
it.
I will avoid you this. I think since he's the current best player in the world, and he's an NOOB player, even though he's more hybrid. It's him.
Okay, well, there you go, Syed. Thanks for upsetting my guests. Moving on to
Thank you, Kenny.
question number 2. Sergey
My
says,
ego, Jude.
Sergey says, does S1mple love Azza as much as Azza loves S1mple? I don't know what this means.
I saw these questions already.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always says my name in interview.
Aww.
Yeah, I like he's handsome guy.
Aaron.
But yeah, but I think we didn't talk a lot with him. But sometimes when we meet each other, yeah, we say hi. But I don't know. He just said my name. Maybe now he's doing it for the meme. I don't know, but
if you were to see Aaron as a after show party, would you have a drink with him? S1mple.
Of course, yeah. I think we had some.
Okay. There you go, Azza. You just have to come and chat to Sasha. Have a
He's
nice time.
really he's really good at cooking.
Azza is.
Yeah.
Did he cook for
He's the-
you?
No. But he's the chef. It's a private joke, but yeah, Azza is a really nice guy.
Okay, he is a lovely guy. So Pekka says most underrated AWPers. We did talk about who you feel like is on a par with you guys, but are there any names that don't get discussed enough? Kenny?
I mentioned Gratisfaction because I think he's valuable to his team. Maybe not as shining as he's as much shining as other open world. But no, I don't think overall I think about anyone special being like underrated. Let me check HLTV.
So I
Yeah,
know-
but
so-
Gratisfaction is very good example. Yeah. I watched
Okay.
some demos of him, especially on Mirage, and he did some crazy rounds.
Yeah.
So S1mple. I know you need a quick break. So if you're all right to
I
grab
can
a quick
just.
break. Are you sure?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
You sure you're okay?
No, I'll be right back in.
Yeah,
in
of
1 minute,
course.
okay?
Yeah,
1
that's
and a half.
absolutely fine.
I just gonna mute myself to not do any sound.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. It's fine.
Thank you so much.
We'll cry over your empty chair.
Just going to toilet.
It's fine. So so Kenny, this is your chance to tell us what you really think of S1mple. He's gone. He can't hear. He's not gonna watch this back. Like, what's
He's
he really
dead.
like?
I'm joking. Nice. I'm never lying. Like I'm always super honest, you know.
Yeah.
And if I don't enjoy his company, I would have done this interview with someone else.
Yes. No, I wanted to have you guys on the show because I love chatting to you, to both of you. Outside of the sidelines as well. So I thought it'd be nice to have the two of you in an interview together. And obviously, there's the AWP thing. Also, next time we need to play shuffleboard together at some point, as we did in Malmo. Remember?
I did.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. I don't know the game of this name. You know, I never
It was
played.
shuffleboard, I
never-
think. I
It's,
can't remember if I was good at it. You were
No.
good at it.
No, I
You remember that I wasn't.
better than you. Yeah.
Fine. Let's go back to the questions. Okay. Monas Dato says, what does Kenny think about Perfecto? Even though he's not on your team.
I think he's a really straight player. I think he's a really good clutch player, and I think he doesn't make much mistakes. And I think he fits really well in the Navi team because you have such a strong firepower in this team. Perfecto is obviously skilled like the others, but S1mple and Tronic, you cannot have like too many people being in a super good comfortable situation. And I think Perfecto fits those hard situation and position he has, and yeah, I think it's a perfect fit. Literally, it's a good choice.
And I've just seen a question. The chat was moving too fast for me to catch who it was from, so sorry to this person, but I like this question. Any players you'd like to play with in the future? I know I'm not saying change G2 at all because I love what you guys have together, but are there any players that you'd love the opportunity to play with in any shape or capacity?
Well, as long as he's a nice person and a good player, I don't have much. But if I have to give names, I would go. I like Rain. S1mple to make my life easier. Nico. I played with MBK already, but playing with him again would be maybe cool. Yeah, as long as they are nice and good, you know, they don't need much things to.
Would you play with MBK as an in-game leader or as a rifler?
As a rifler.
Who would be?
I think he's a smart brain, good ideas, really good for a team. But I also think that he's also really good right now because he's focusing a bit more on himself, and maybe is less bothered by other responsibilities that are maybe not made for him, but his job to do. So yeah, I think he is an important player in the roster, and especially as a player that is a bit more focused on himself.
Cool. I'm just having a look at some of the Twitter questions as well. Your favorite AWP skin, Kenny?
Well, Asimov forever. But recently, I like the blue one. What's the name?
Oh, is this the one that S1mple's playing with? That's more like purple.
Yeah, I think so. It's blue, gray, you know.
Yes, I think it's kind of like a Celtic-y pattern, maybe.
But let me find out the name.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it because he was playing with it at is it the North collection?
Yeah, I picked it up on his body last practice.
Gungear.
Yeah, it's sick. I like it.
That's what he was
like it.
using when he was doing silly things at Katowice on Dust 2, and I can't even remember who it was. S1mple, we're talking about your Gungear AWP skin.
No, Gungnir, how's it called?
The Viking one. We'll call it the Viking one. What's your favorite AWP skin, S1mple?
No, I don't know. I don't have one. But maybe this one, the one that I use now.
Okay.
But like, it's nice to use different skins because it becomes boring. Same with any weapon.
Do you think that? Yeah. Sorry. No. Go. Kenny.
No, just like participating in a discussion. That's all. No, like I agree. Like it's super boring to play with the same knife and stuff. But I kept my AWP forever. Like I have the same for like almost the beginning.
What's your
AWP? I changed the stickers. That's all. It's the Asimov.
Yeah.
I cannot sometimes play with some knives. Like, for example, I cannot play now with good knife. It looks terrible for me.
Yeah,
M9, butterfly, and karambit maybe, or like and flip knife as well. Maybe between these four, just change.
Yeah, I cannot play with karambit, and the newest knife as well. I don't like them. Like the stiletto and stuff. I think they are super ugly.
What knife would you recommend people who don't own knives buy?
Butterfly, the usual one.
Okay.
Well, I had a flip knife for a very long time. I had the silver knife for a couple of months, and now I switched to butterfly. I like butterfly. I think butterfly and flip knife are really like opus knife,
Okay,
yeah.
So basically we should all go and get a butterfly, especially if we want to be an AWPer. You both love football. S1mple, you want to play football professionally maybe in the past? Hunter actually did.
I was practicing with some local team, but yeah, I'm just watching some good games and following some transfers.
Well, Mozo BTW would like to know which football teams you guys support. So S1mple, who do you follow a team?
No, I am not like a team follower. I remember Manchester United with Ibrahimovic, only maybe because of Ibrahimovic, but not now. Yeah, like I'm just enjoying beautiful football.
Kenny?
I've been a fan of PSG for 15 years, and it's literally like one of the biggest passions of my life. I can cry when we lose. I can cry when we win. So yeah, football is a really, really big part of my life. So yeah, PSG forever, bro.
Kenny, you mentioned in your questionnaire that the major DreamHack Cluj, I can't pronounce it. Was your most important win, and someone in chat has said, can you remember how that felt and what it felt like?
Well, I also say that I had a couple of tournaments, matches, and tournaments wins that were like also really like cool. But yeah, Cluj-Napoca, I think it was okay. First of all, it was the bracket. Like we played first Fnatic, which beat us in the major final, the previous one in Cologne. So we lose the first map. We beat them pretty easily afterwards. And then we played G2. It's important for me to summarize, you know. We played G2, we lost the first map again, and then we are led like 3-0 on overtime on Inferno. And at some point, you know, like back then there were like 5 minutes between halftime. It was so long, and we pretty much gave up. Not gave up, but you know, we're like super down. And we came back and finally won. Then we played Navi in final, and I remember like we were losing on T side 12-8 with no money, and they had like 16k, and we managed to win 16 fortune. So I think
Inferno
those,
as well, yeah?
no, it was Strain.
Strain.
Yeah. So yeah, this semi-final and this first map against Navi, it was like better feelings than winning the tournament, because the second map in final we won 16-5, you know. So yeah, I think like I don't know, like winning a major is something like super special. Like you know, you leave your mark forever, and you have like a line for you, and that's not gonna be removed by anyone or by anything. So yeah, that's like that's what the win brings to the table. That is amazing. But I also had like other tournaments where I felt also super happy and maybe happier sometimes, you know. Like I think if I win a tournament now, like I would have win Katowice, I would have probably cried, you know. But didn't happen, bro.
If you won Katowice, of course you would have cried, Kenny. You're Kenny.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's been like I remember the last big tournament we won, and I remember not feeling as happy as I should have. Yeah, I was not happy as I should have been happy, and I regretted that. So know that I went through a lot of roller coaster and a lot of down. I know the meaning of tournaments, you know. I know the meaning of winning, so it will be much better now.
S1mple, how do you feel about like the major that's coming up? Do you let yourself think we could win this? What's the mind frame you have towards the next major?
I think we still need to practice and do a lot of stuff. And maybe to get 7 maps of practice as well. We need to do a lot of things as a team, because we play together as a team for a few months, for 3 months maybe. So it just everyone just waiting for LAN event soon. I hope soon.
What if there is no LAN event soon? What if you have to keep playing online for the next few months?
Then I mean, we're gonna keep online for next 3 months, maybe 4 months, but still, I don't know, just normal feeling, but not like at LAN. It's not the same.
I'm gonna look at the chat as well for some questions. Fabian Weisha says, will Kenny stream again?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I think I don't know, maybe in a few years I will be full-time streamer, and you will see me every time. You will get bored of me and you will never ask me to stream again. So, well, so far I don't know. I don't know. When I want, you know, like streaming is making me feel I'm not used to it yet. So I tend to be disappointed of my streaming session and be sad about it, because I really want people to feel comfortable. So I keep checking the chat and not focus on the gameplay. So I die stupidly. I'm not having so much fun. So I need to learn on having fun while streaming, you know.
S1mple, do you have any streaming tips for Kenny? Because you're very good at it.
No double screen.
Yeah, just get Twitch chat on phone or some, like, I don't know, MacBook. But the second monitor is the second monitor always annoy you.
Yeah.
Always look right and look Twitch chat. So yeah.
That's a figure.
Do you have
So yeah, maybe soon, maybe not soon, but I will be on Twitch again. That's for sure.
Okay, I'm going to take just a few more questions because these players are knackered. So Twitch chat, bring him in. Bring him in. Bring him in right now. Oh, have you got any stretches that you do between maps? Masker says. Like, do you stretch at all?
What is stretch?
Like stretching,
stretch is
like at your desk and.
No, exercise.
Yeah.
Or just like when you're between maps and things. Like I know Twist has a personal trainer who was teaching us some stretches at IEM Chicago, which was kind of weird because I felt very self-conscious. Do you have anything that you do, like warm up?
No, I think if I feel a bit sleepy, I just take water on my face, you know. That's
That's
it.
the same, dude. I do the
Yeah,
exact same. I
but
don't
like
do stretch really.
exercise, no exercise. Just trying to focus on next game, next map. I mean.
What do you think of the move towards exercising, like off the server in Counter-Strike? Like there was a bit of a fitness push last year, S1mple, from some of the teams.
Like after map.
I mean,
like
just in general. Do you think it makes people better players to be doing a lot of gym stuff and things like that?
Maybe it practice some kind of things, you know, like fresh your mind or some of this, but I'm sure that you can do it even without exercise. But still, it's okay to do.
Yeah, I
But
think
everyone some people use music as well. Some people watch motivation video.
I've got one from Comedy3112 who says, what do you guys think about 6-man teams? Kenny, how would you feel if
teams?
if Ocelot, if Carlos brought in a 6th man to G2 CS, how would you feel about it?
I don't know. To be honest, it's really new and I have no clue. Like literally, I can't pronounce myself at this question because I haven't really thought about it because I'm not like touched by the case. I've seen Astros doing it and a couple of teams doing it. I understand the purpose on some teams. I didn't understand Astros' purpose on it. I think this Astralis, so they will find something good out of it, and then we'll see, and then we'll judge it. But so far, I don't know. I don't have any opinion. I don't know.
S1mple.
I think it's better to take breaks after LAN event like OG Dota do than do 6-man roster, because it's more harder for the team with 6 players. They need to get this team playing with one more player. They don't. I'm pretty sure they don't know how they're gonna change player now during the half break or something like this, and I don't think it's gonna be hard for me to play against 6 player, because we all know what players hold and how players play, and our coach and analytics tell us what they like to do. I think there's gonna be more conflict inside of team maybe because of 6 players. It's not like in football. I mean, it's video games. It's video
like,
games.
Yeah, the team is made with like 5 players. I mean, so far, and like staff management around it, and like building the chemistry, building bonds between players and people within the team. It's something that takes time already, you know. So if you add another player that is to fit into that chemistry and create those bonds with those players and stuff, that's I don't know, that makes things harder. I don't think it's
like
not
you need
possible,
to change everything inside the team after adding one player. But I'm okay if Astralis did it. Good luck to them. I hope I'm gonna see their player instead of Device or Xipnix for at least few rounds. So yeah,
a few maps.
In other words, is it a good thing for you guys, the 6-man roster with Astralis?
I mean, I don't know. I would recommend just take break, like OG Dota. It's a great example. Of course, it's different kind of events and different price pool, but still, if they tired.
Yeah.
Do you hear the sounds?
No.
Well, guys, thank you so much for answering questions from the audience. I've got a quick fire round of questions that I forgot to do with you guys earlier to wrap things up. So I'd like you both to answer. Okay. Silenced or unsilenced M4? Simple.
Silencer. It's for me or for both or for him?
For both of you, yeah. So Kenny, you're saying silenced, and it's cheap now. It's 2,900. Simple, what you saying?
Yeah. It's been buff.
Do you hear the sound? This
No.
Попробуй еще раз. Okay.
It's cat having dinner.
Silencer. Yeah, just cooking, so it's kind of.
Oh, lucky
sounds,
you.
Yeah, of course.
So silenced or unsilenced M4?
I don't know, but I was playing with silencer like 1 month, but I don't know. Now maybe I will play without silencer.
I think it's a bit up to the updates and that kind of things, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
but with the price
because
update.
But with price, maybe we need to think as a team. But my teammates don't really like this silencer because it's more. You feel like it's more easy to spray with without silencer.
Okay.
I don't know.
Regional or international rosters? Simple.
Sorry.
So this is like a yay or nay. Regional or international rosters? Like which one is better? Regional or international?
No, it's two different things. I mean, if you want to take like good relationship, I don't know, like it's better with regional roster. But there's, as I said, good examples of any team with, yeah.
Can an international roster be the best team in the world, Simple, at the moment?
If I mean other teams did it in different disciplines, I think yes.
Kenny?
I mean it's same with football, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
There's a difference though with football. You're not yelling like archway at a footballer. The ball.
Yeah,
but
football, the ball.
Everyone can see the ball in football.
Yeah, but football is more professional. So it's like people inside of football teams, some of them they don't have a good relationship between each other. In CS, you probably should have because it's only 5 players that always work between each other, and in football it can always be different.
Kenny, what are you saying? Regional or international?
Well, I obviously like playing in fashion. I had a lot of fun. A lot of issue as well. So far, international is being more like calm. So I like that it's more calm. But no, it's two different things. Like literally, I cannot pick one. It's two different things, and I'm really happy I'm in international right now. But I cannot spit on the past, you know.
Okay. This is continuing the quickfire. Who's number 1, Astralis or Navi?
Navi.
Navi, let's say Navi.
OG or Mouse?
But why Astralis? Why not some other team?
Okay,
OG or Mouse?
Fine. Do you want me to go through all the teams? Okay, boys, quick
No,
fire.
no.
Navi or Mouse?
Okay.
OG or Mouse, you said?
OG or Mouse? Mouse.
Mouse, yeah, Mouse.
Liquid or EG?
Liquid.
Okay. Navi or Fnatic? I've decided to just do the Navi thing. G2 or Fnatic?
G2.
G2. And we beat them last time we played them. Thank you, bro.
Will ENCE ever be good again? Yes or no?
No.
If they stick together, yes. But if they, but it's hard for them. It's very hard for them. But if they're gonna go through this together, they can try to come back. But I don't want to say no, but it's hard to say yes as well.
We want to be optimistic because I think they brought some kind of game style that has been really different, you know. And I like that they were a bit original with that. But I think they are in a situation really comfortable, and it's getting harder and harder for them to climb back to the top, you know. But it's not impossible, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Valorant, good or bad?
Good.
Good.
Jet or Phoenix?
Wow, I didn't play that much.
Jet. I didn't play Phoenix, but I played one Phoenix.
I didn't play that much, to be honest. I could not say, but from the gameplay, from all the stream I watch, one of the stream I watch is playing a lot of Phoenix, and I also watch Sasha that is playing a lot of everything, I think. More
I
Jet.
played Jet and Omen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will go for Jet because you play it.
Finally, brilliant. We're nearly done with the Torture Boys. You can go and get some foods for yourselves. If you could ask each other one question, what would you ask each other? Kenny, what would you ask S1mple?
Okay, I would ask, how do you practice op now? You do fleeks or you play with aimbots probably, so you practice
No,
fleeks most?
I don't play aimbots. That's a tough situation you put me in right now. Okay, I do deathmatch, but it's not like really practicing because it's more like warming up. But I have we are using some maps, and I would rather tell you in off.
Okay. So some practice maps, yeah, for ops.
Yeah. It's not necessarily dedicated to ops, but you have a lot of settings that you can change and putting you in a lot of different situations, and you can pick every weapons you want, and it literally like help you with like every movement, you know. Like for example, I'm really good at flicking, obviously, but flicking top to bottom is harder than flicking top to right, for example, you know. So you just gotta practice that movement, you know.
Yeah, I'm doing the
So
same,
that-
but with aimbots. But
So
I
I'm
just
trying,
like put my crosshair and do these things always, you know.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
on some maps it's more interesting. Okay, so what is your question?
What is my question? What is my question? Damn. Will you accept that next time we see each other, I pay you the drink?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
I
That's
would
not
like.
the. And then I will have plenty of questions, no worries.
How can you do that to me, Kenny? It's fine. You know what? I can appreciate that. I appreciate that wiggling out of asking that was a really good question, I'm not gonna lie, and I think that you should have my job. Boys, thank you so much. Like, I know one of the benefits of playing online is that you don't have to put up with me on the sidelines, so I'm really grateful to you guys for spending some time with me here. Kenny, do not answer. I can see you smiling. Don't agree with me too hard. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you for a great talk as well.
And
Thank you.
For inviting as well.
I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in person. You know what, boys? The drinks are on me. Thank you so much.
Oh.
Twitch chat. I'm normally like let someone else buy them. I'm just like slip in later. So normally Smix buys them, to be perfectly honest. You can't stop her. So thank you very much, guys. Good luck with Road to Rio. Obviously, I'll be supporting both your teams, and I hope you don't have to play each other. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Best of luck. Thank you so much, Twitch chat. And over and out, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. Bye, Frankie. Bye, Sasha.
Thank
Ciao.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Well, there you go. We had quite the chat with S1mple and with KennyS, and I wanted to let them go because I know that they're hungry boys and they have spent 2 hours putting up with my presence. But I do want to, before we go, share with you the schedule for the Blast sessions. This is on twitch.tv/BlastTV. Tell your friends. We've got the amazing Launders, Scrawny, Pimp, and of course James Banks as well, doing loads of content across the week. James Banks did a workout this morning. I believe he's also going to be doing another workout on Wednesday, which was the original time slot. So if you want to get hot and sweaty with a professional Counter-Strike player, he's already had Gade and Valda, so I can't imagine who he's going to have next. But I think that's a really, really good time to spend your mornings before you go and jump into the server to get the focus on. So thank you so much. You've been an absolute delight, chat. And thank you so much to the Blast team for making this happen as well, because having Kenny and s1mple together is kind of the dream, isn't it? So stay safe, keep washing your hands.